Three, two, one, go.
Alright guys, and we are back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and our good friend Penny here just gave us some good info. So we're gonna do with I'm so excited, I ain't gonna lie. I'm so excited I can't even say what I'm trying to say. We're gonna do with it what we will, but we gotta talk to Miss Oldbag. What, you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to him. She's starting to froth at the mouth, good buddy. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols? 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 Nick? Penny Nichols? The assistant we talked to? Oh, right. Her name is Penny Nichols. That's hilarious. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun, don't you? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe this rubbish? Or do you have some proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume, huh? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those on Power? Those pills on Power? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So, this is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Yep. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag. Ooh, what is this? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in. Damn. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal one. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. Ooh. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with. Damn. You have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Hold on a minute. Damn. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. Right there. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Yeah. Hammer was supposed to fight with the bag on the top of those stairs, see? But he impaled him. Oh man. He pushed and fell into the flower box. He got impaled. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. Understand? This song is fire. I don't think we're supposed to show this to her, but there's some flowers here. That fence looks dangerous. Look at that. Hey, is that the one he fell on right there? The one that's bent out of place. That's probably the one too. You see that? Let's look at the picture. Can we actively look at it? Yeah, it definitely looks like the second one. Yeah, it's definitely the second one. That's crazy. Where? What? Where did you get that? I will. Old. Damn, she knew. Old. She means the security lady, Miss Oldback, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Oh, hell no, she's trying to get you murdered. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was it that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you can control him, weren't you? That's what he was doing, kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag him down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him, and I think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? Ooh, she looks mean right there. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? Murder. No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? Oh man, she looks crazy. That's what I mean. Oh man, she looks crazy. That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove that? Think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. Alright, we ain't gonna look at that statement. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought the photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had it. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence, boys. Ooh, look at bro with the hand in his coat, like, I could lay his ass out. Look at the one on the left. You're like, shit, just give me 30 minutes. 30 minutes and his ass is dead. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammers' dirt? No. Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there! My nigga Gumshoe! I heard all that shit, pal! D. Vasquez, you coming down to the precinct right motherfucking now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey dog, you did your shit, good buddy. You did your shit, good buddy. Hey man, you alright? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing the job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Aww. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Wow. Talk about clutch, bro. Looks like we're getting to the close to the bottom. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. October 20th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh yeah, man, you know who it is. Oh yeah, man, you know who it is. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. World Powers.
Ready to lock his ass up, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I'll call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Yo, he on edge today, y'all. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls fine-ass Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Oh my god, the person. Oh, never mind. D. Vasquez, I am a producer at Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2, were you not? As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. She likes getting to the point. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. And it's crazy because she said it. She said it too. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down. Alright, Phoenix, I ain't gonna lie. I be trying to catch her with her pants down too. But you know what? That's beside the point. What kind of song they gonna play? Oh no, it's this the beginning. I entered the trailer. Oh, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. Then it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. I'm trying to remember when he said that was the case. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. And that's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van in Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. But how the fuck would it get past though? It might be risky to walk, what with the monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, then ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try to remember. No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in a Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. He did it too! Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops! Bruh. He did it too! It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in the front of the trailer. Well, Nick, find anything? I kinda wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Then he did it. Bruh. Yeah, Mr. Right. Oops.
Bruh. 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak, would this work? I totally doubt it. Well, Nick, find anything? I kinda wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find a contradiction in what she said somewhere. Okay, so look. He said something key when I pressed that last statement. So here's what I'm thinking. It's crazy because now I'm thinking about Danganronpa. Game 2, Case 1. Cause, you know, when Fuyuhiko said something about, you know, laxatives in the food. If that was the case,
Cut that bitch off!
If that was the case, I just thought about it. If that was the case, as I thought, you claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you didn't.
What's this now, Mr. Right?
Look at this. It's a plate. His plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Right, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will,
Sal said something about T-bone steaks taking like a long time. See, that's what I wanted. I was looking for his testimony or his like something that he said because I wanted to use that, but we don't have it. Mr. Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Right there. Yet there were no bones left on their plates. The plates were bare. Ooh, you ain't looking so pretty now.
What's up, Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave a bone?
You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like the incinerator that we didn't check. I checked it, but it wouldn't let me do anything with it.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Oh, look at that ass. Oh, Lord. Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak. Oh, that's a thumbnail there. She ran into the Steel Samurai.
And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, Isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it.
Yeah.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, bitch.
Good luck. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yeah.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see. Yes, however, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What? It wasn't? What's the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
Yeah, I got proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Oh, it wouldn't hold up!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
Damn!
Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Wright? Mr. Hammer? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Look at this photo.
What is this?
Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.
Oh my goodness.
Order in the motherfucking court.
If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended.
Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. This was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Doesn't that seem familiar?
What are you saying?
It's all starting to become clear. What happened 5 years ago happened again.
Happened again. That's exactly what I just said. The exact wording.
Oh, it happened again! Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder, right? Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I can't say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago?
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of the argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed.
Could have used that van though. 15 minutes is kind of a short amount of time. You see, even I cannot do the impossible. Therefore, Mr. Wright, I didn't do it. Agreed. Not agreed. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Yep, and I said it.
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it.
Oh, she used the van!
Recall your testimony, would you?
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One.
Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Of course he was.
The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win. So what happens next?
Don't you have anything to say?
Well, what would you like me to say? Huh? I lost. Something like that. I just said that.
Wait, so you mean... So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer?
Oh, here we go again. Here we go. Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says. Bruh. Certainly, it does seem likely she did, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't even sure about this. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now?
I'd like for you to testify again. Testify? Again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far, only to Oh man, where's Mia? As it seems, there are no further questions.
I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Whoa! What? Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
Bruh,
this man just got me hyped for no reason. Very well.
Huh?
Your Honor, I request the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well,
That's crazy. Indeed. Verily, I say. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well.
The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick? Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that. Wow. He might be trying to change. If the music is all crazy and upbeat, we in there. Oh yeah, we in there. I was with Sal at Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her. Right. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. You be the other way around? The other way around. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Ms. Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at a location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue.
I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up.
What was everyone else doing at the time?
No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Oh, bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? Because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. Photograph, meaning the one taken by the camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use.
I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
You asked to be left out? Yeah. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. That way the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting,
there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot of writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. The script in your direct. You bring your script and notes. Why? Racing after that. That's good.
Because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? Didn't know about the murder Nagito. What? What you just said isn't a reasonable observation. What makes such a move? Because he wants the truth.
Are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I'll stand by my statement. I want the truth. Do you have an explanation?
I can't believe. No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Because the show's getting canceled, I think.
Very well, the witness will change your testimony to reflect this.
I knew that I couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Yeah, buddy. I knew it. I mean, it was... What?
Explain yourself.
Dragging his leg in this photo.
One per...
Why did you think it was Mr. Hammer?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must... I think not. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but isn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. Pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Oh!
And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Look at this shit here.
Nagito and Shuichi working together. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Oh, he got her ass!
Order in the motherfucking court.
Witness. Claim. She gonna snap that motherfucker? Yeah, let's see you sneak your way out of this one, bitch. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there's a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in the murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for the trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used him. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yeah, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
Wait, whoa, wait a minute. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now? Dang, he said the same thing as the judge.
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending on killing her.
What? What? What?
Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking it was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. She broke it like I said she would.
So, you did it, didn't you?
Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor.
As calm as collected as ever. I see. Well, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears you've brought about yet another miracle.
Thanks, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found, so is only natural, not a miracle. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Yeah, nigga, you did it. Let's go.
That is all.
This court is adjourned.
Play it.
I don't know what to say, man. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yeah, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for them. And I said that shit too. Somebody's framing this man. Somebody drugged this man. And I was right on both accounts. It just doesn't stop with Danganronpa. Bro. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Next year I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into the sweaty costume, and he doesn't know. Is something wrong? Of course not. Nick! Edgeworth! This man looked mad as fuck. Dude, but you helped me out, man. Dude. Say something. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I mean, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in, man. Pleased to meet you, man. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work. Wow! He didn't want to see him go down. Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not. This song is fire, you hear that? I like that. That is clean. I gotta hear that part again. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yeah, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Okay, this part right here. Hold up. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. Bro! That part is fire! That part is fire, bro! That's what I came here to tell you. Damn. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if? Nah, they probably were at some point. They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Because you are. Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another child. I caused quite a stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought that its programming changed. They went back to making kids shows again. Hey, he did it! Pink Princess, he did it! Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You gotta buy trading cards too, okay? We gotta trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to win? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real world powers. Bruh, Pink Princess, bruh. Hey. Turnabout goodbyes. Oh my god. Oh no, that's that dude. Bro. Look at Edgeworth. Oh man, that's crazy.